Hey guys, welcome. In this video we're going to talk about the out keyword that you can use with function headers, okay? In the next section we'll talk a lot more about functions, but for now remember there are blocks of code. You can receive input, process the input, and they produce output. Alright, so using system here, I'll type the whole code from scratch. Give it some namespace. There you go, so namespace, say console application here 152, like that. Put the braces in there, so remember, namespace now is the stuff between the curly braces. It's basically some functionality that is grouped together, right, in some fashion. Alright, now within the namespace, an object that you can place, of course, is a class. You can type class and then give it the name test. Capitalize that big, that T. And indent the curly braces so they look like this, you see? There you go. Now notice here, once you do that, then you can collapse these, you see? So on. Okay, so tab inside. I'm going to take this code that I have here, comment that out. Alright, so at this point what we're going to do is within the class test you're going to type the following. You're going to type public static double add, and then the public means you can access it anywhere, static means it's class level, double is the return type. Notice there's a single return type of type double, right? What if you want to be able to return multiple values or multiple, for example, strings or numbers from a function, okay, of different types on top of it? Is that possible? Yes. So now you're going to type out string I1 like this. Then you're going to type here double X and double Y, right? So these are our inputs. Okay, that's the type of the input. Notice that it says out. Okay? So that means this function, besides just returning a double, will be able to return other stuff. So this gives things a lot of flexibility that they wouldn't have otherwise. So here now you can type I1 equals, and then you'll say the sum of your values as shown above, like this. And then also type return x plus y. So this will of course return the sum of x and y, but it will also return the string here. Okay? That is an out. See, that out is the keyword that takes care of that. It's put out of the function. Alright, now here within the class we're going to add static void main string args. Make it look like that. Now just to show you, if you don't want this here, you can just type static void main, you see? Okay? Alright. Unless you have some need for the array. So now I can say string I1 like that. Then you can say console.writeLine. Then you're going to type test, which is the name of the class, .add. And then you're going to say here out I1 and then 1.56 and then say some numbers there, close out with a semicolon, and then you're going to say console.writeLine I1, close out with a semicolon, you see? At the end, console.read, or read key or read line doesn't matter for our purposes. There you go. So this is our bit of code here. Give it a build, make sure it takes. Okay, let's go through debug and step into. This would be interesting. So there you go. I1, as you can see, is null at first. You'll also look very carefully at the call stack. You see what's loaded into memory right now? It says main. Alright, so then it looks like that. Now look very carefully. It steps you up here. Okay, and notice that x and y, these quantities here exist as local variables within the body of the function. And then it's going to do that. See, now that it's been assigned. You see? So now if you go to the screen, it says the sum of your values is shown above, 9.548. You can unload it from memory. There you go. So this is a nice feature, but it allows a function like this one to output, other values besides just the main value, so to speak. Okay, imagine the sum of x and y to be the main value, but you want to return some descriptive text, or perhaps other calculations. All kinds of things can be done. And now you know how to do that. You can use this out modifier here. Okay, and the parameters. These are known as the parameters, like this. Okay, through these values are passed into the body of the function. There you go. And then test.add calls that function. And again, if it's out here, make sure it's consistent and it's also out here. And that's how you can do it, you see? So it's a really nice and powerful feature. So thank you very much, guys, and that's it for this video.